Je vais vous raconter une histoire.
I think it moves people because the Spirit recognizes truth when it sees it, when it feels the presence of truth. And I think God's allowed us to kind of convey the truth of His love for humanity. Somehow we've managed to capture it in a way that resonates with people.
Tu crois que des choses impossibles peuvent se produire? Des miracles?
What we're trying to do is show an authentic Jesus. By taking a look into the lives of the people that were impacted by Jesus, we too can be impacted by Jesus if we allow Him to come into our hearts. Anybody's life has the opportunity to change dramatically for the better by following Him. It was amazing. I love the Pope. I think he's just an example of humility, of Christ's love for the poorest of the poor, and an example of what it means to follow Jesus and to love one another. I told him I was praying for him, and then I asked him to pray for me because I was playing Jesus, and there's a lot to that. I think I need help, spiritual help. When I told him I was playing Jesus, his face kind of lit up. It's like, and he said, well, may you imitate him, may you find him, and may he make you happy.
Je n'oublierai jamais ce que j'ai vu.
Je suis vraiment navrée, mais je ne sais même pas ton nom.
Je suis Jésus.
When I first read the script, I'm like, wait a second, Jesus, where is he, you know? And with with this director before, the first thing I ever did with him was a short film. I had auditioned for one of the main roles in the short film, and I had a great audition. I'm like, cool, I think I did really well. The next day or two later, I get a call saying, hey, Dallas wants to see you again, but to read for the role of Jesus. And I thought, because I looked and I read, and Jesus had like 5 lines in the short film. I'm like, man. But I said, I love Jesus. Well, let me read. I ended up getting cast as Jesus in the short film. We did 2 more short films over the next 4 years. And then when he called me to do the series, I'm reading episode 1. I'm like, where's Jesus? Not again. You know, like Jesus has 5 lines and like not even 3 lines in the first episode. And then the second episode, I'm like, he's got like 2 lines. I'm like, is Jesus in this? Because it's not what I thought. It's not what I thought. Then when you get into episode 3, which is a standalone episode about Jesus' relationship with and love for kids.
T'es dangereux?
Pour certains, peut-être.
And then episode 4 really kind of kicks off the storyline. So everything takes a little bit of time to build up. I mean, I think when you're crafting a television show and you're building suspense and tension and anticipation, and also setting backstory up, I think it's necessary to do that. When you actually set up all the circumstances and then Jesus does arrive, payoff is what you see at the end of the first episode, which is so satisfying for people.
Donc je te repose la question. Existe-t-il un problème, le soi-disant faiseur de miracles?
Jésus de Nazareth.
Comme quoi, il y a parfois de bonnes choses qui viennent de Nazareth.
I get messages every day, comments on posts, social media posts, of how the show has reinvented their idea about who Jesus Christ is and who he could be in their lives, and has reignited their faith. And we've had people that were atheists now coming to faith and saying, I need to know who Jesus is. We've had people from different faiths. At the premiere, I had these 2 girls talking about how they were a completely different faith, and they just were losing kind of hope and encouragement and inspiration. And then they found Christ, they found the show, and they found this relationship with Christ that they realized they needed. It's been doing that from the beginning, from the first 4 episodes that we released initially in Easter of 2019. That is the power of media and this show that God is using. It's not the show that's powerful, it's God's power through the show. The show is merely an instrument of God's divine authority and ability to kind of reach people. So it's a mission for many of us working on the show, in addition to a great way to be able to use our gifts and tell stories for a living.
Si on est obligé de se poser des questions chaque fois qu'on fait quelque chose d'inhabituel, ce voyage va être très pénible pour nous tous.
On y va, allez!
I have been doing various incarnations of projects playing Jesus. I mean, I didn't quite understand why until the series came along, and I realized that God was preparing me to play this role for a much larger audience, to be able to reintroduce him to people that didn't know him, or reignite people's faith in Christ, or at least to get to know him. So for me, that's become my kind of earthly vocation. My earthly mission is to serve him using the gifts he's given me.
Suis-moi, tu en verras plus.
J'étais sur un chemin, et aujourd'hui mon chemin est tout autre.
Always. If I were to say that I knew what I was doing even, I would be a complete fraud. I struggle every day to figure out what I'm doing and why I'm doing this and why he put me here. I hope to be able to continue to just please him, and that's it. I don't think I'll ever get there, but I'll die trying.
C'est cet homme.
C'est l'heure, ça y est.
En route.